Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be telling you how to choose a bat, and more specifically I'm going to be telling you the difference between USA bats and USSSA bats. I'll get right into it. I've got 4 different bats that I'm going to be going over today to tell you a couple different things. The first thing that I'm going to tell you, because I think a lot of people probably zone into this video because of the new USA standard, is if you're in a league that still allows USSSA bats, you need to use that kind of bat. Don't get a USA bat unless you have to. It's a huge disadvantage. I'm going to give you a little bit of the history. So the USA bat standard is basically coming around because a lot of the newer aluminum and composite bats have so much pop that people think that it's taking away from the beauty of baseball. And so those bats are the USSSA bats. And so the new USA bats are meant to mimic that of wood, so they don't have as much responsiveness, not as much pop, okay? So if you have to use a USA bat, get one, but if you don't, get USSSA. Big benefit. Okay, now, a couple of the new things coming up. A lot of the new leagues will no longer be allowing 2 1/4 inch barrels. A lot of the new leagues are only going to be allowing 2 5/8 inch, and some of them will allow 2 5/8 inch as well as 2 3/4 inch. But a lot of the leagues won't allow 2 1/4 inch barrels anymore. On the drop, okay, let me tell you what the drop is. The drop is the difference in weight compared to the length. For example, this is a 29-inch bat, okay, that weighs 16 ounces. You see right there how it says 29 inches, 16 ounces. What that means is it means that it is a drop 13. It says it somewhere on here. So you take 29 minus 13 and you get 16. So if you were to have a bat that was a 30-inch bat that was drop 10, that would mean it's a 30-inch bat that weighs 20 ounces. That's all that the drop is. A lot of the leagues nowadays are having a maximum drop for little leaguers of 12. That would make this bat a cheater bat because it's a drop 13. Also, it's a 2 1/4, so it would also probably be considered a cheater bat. But if it wasn't, man, could the kid hit off this. So a big part of being a good coach and being a good parent is choosing a bat that is within the rules, but just barely. You want to make sure you get as much pop as you can, right? Anyway, other things to note. As far as the weight of the bat, it's not just the weight of the bat that's important. If you have 2 bats and one of them is heavier than the other, the heavier one may actually feel lighter to the kid, and I'll tell you why. This right here is a DeMarini C6. Okay, love this bat, but almost all of the bat's weight is in the barrel. The handle is extremely thin and almost completely weightless. When you swing it, it takes a little bit more muscle to swing the bat, but man, it really hits the ball. So I can't emphasize enough that when you are picking a bat for your child, it's a good idea to go into the store and feel them, because the weight distribution plays a big part on how hard they can swing it. If you buy a bat that meets the weight guidelines by hiding its weight in the handle, your child will have an easier time swinging it. For stronger players, you want the weight to be at the end of the bat so that they're utilizing it. Anyway, I think that's all for today, but the big takeaway here is find out what your league allows. Make sure that you're within the weight guidelines. One other thing for you, when you're choosing a bat for your child, the best way to find out the length that it should be is put the knob in the chest, okay? And if he cannot extend his arm straight like that and have it at the end of the barrel, if the barrel goes past his hand, the baseball bat is too long. This is a little kid's bat, so for me, you know, it doesn't come close to meeting my chest, but you get the idea. That's the best way to tell if he's tall enough or long enough for the bat. The best way to tell if he's strong enough for the bat is to have him hold it out like this. If he can't hold it out with one hand and keep it straight in the air for 30 seconds, he's too weak for that bat. Get a smaller bat, because part of the swing is forearm strength. You don't want a kid that has a bat that he cannot bring through compact and turn at the last second. It's kind of hard to describe. Anyway, Hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, or if you have any questions, or if you want to say something in the comments, just post it down there and I'll try to answer it. Been coaching baseball for several years, Little League, and I'd love to help in any way that I can. Good luck, guys.